Let's talk about onions. I learned something this year with doing onions. I hadn't gotten my bulk compost when my onion slips arrived. And so I just got some bag compost from a local co-op and we planted the back row of onions in that bag compost. And then I realized, oh my goodness, I have way more onions than I have space. So we decided to put onions in the raised bed in the middle here. But at that point, I had gotten my bulk compost from our local nursery and like by the truck bed load, and that was mushroom compost. And so we put that in the raised bed, and those onions are way bigger. They're a lot nicer than the ones that I planted with the bag compost. So I'm gonna note that for next year, just to make sure, just go get the bulk stuff right away. But let me show you my onions and how I know when to harvest them. So the ones back here are the ones that were with the bag compost. They're just tiny, but they're still growing. I did notice that this one had a seed head. So when they have a seed head like that, they're not gonna get any bigger. They're putting all their energy into producing seed at that point. And even like I can snap that off and maybe the energy will go to the bulb and get a little bit bigger. But this onion won't store well. Once it has the flower head like that, it just does not store well. The onions in this raised bed over here that we used with good compost are like really bulbing up really nicely. We have harvested some already, but they're really nice and they're still growing. They haven't set up any seed heads, anything like that. So these are onions that I harvested yesterday because when they were in the soil, the neck was flopped over like that, which when the neck flops over on an onion, it just means that all of the energy that is being produced to produce this bulb is done. The bulb is not going to get any bigger than that. The necks are soft right here, they're not hard. And so I'm letting them dry out in the sun a little bit before I cure them. But these onions, they're kind of starting to flop, but not yet. They will lay all the way over. And this neck, that one's kind of getting soft. But this one is still pretty hard. I can't squish it. Where this one I can squish.
But this one you can too.
You can? Yep, it's getting soft. So when the necks are soft and they're flopped over,
This one's really
yeah.
soft.
So when they're soft and they flop over is when we pull them.
It just flopped over.
The other thing we'll be harvesting soon is all of our garlic.